Hi, I'm Ty Harmon.
And I'm Mark Smith.
And we are the author and illustrator of The Spider and the Fly and The Lion and the Lamb. Thank you for taking a moment to watch our video and for giving us an opportunity to present a little bit more information about our project. Of course, ours isn't a Save the World project by any means, but we are hoping that we can have a positive influence on children through powerful storytelling and beautiful imagery.
Now, some 35 years ago, I came across a powerful poem called The Spider and the Fly, written by Mary Howitt. Although it was written 185 years ago, the message of this cautionary tale is still relevant and even more necessary today, especially with our youth. In the story, the spider tries to lure the fly using flattery, half-truths, and other forms of trickery with the obvious intention of eating her. Although the message of the story touched me profoundly, it still seemed woefully incomplete. After all, every coin has two sides. While this story beautifully illustrates how the devil persistently tries to persuade us into his web of deceit, it completely neglects to mention that there is also a positive, redemptive, and hope-filled influence working on us at the same time.
Now, when Mark approached me with his adaptation of Mary Howitt's original text, a brand new poem called The Savior and the Man, I loved the idea and I was excited to illustrate it. In order to make it more appealing to children, however, I suggested that we modify the characters. We wanted to maintain the regal nature of the Savior, so we represented him with a lion. We still wanted to convey man's tendency to follow, so we substituted him with a lamb. There's also some pretty obvious and intentional Christian symbolism in the use of a lion and a lamb as characters.
Now, as parents and grandparents, Ty and I and our wives know how valuable it is to instill good Christian principles in our children, who are constantly bombarded with worldly influences. Quality Christian books and apps can be great tools to assist parents in teaching children positive principles and values.
So you're probably asking yourself, what exactly is it that we need help funding? Well, there are actually two answers to that question. First, we're going to be publishing a hard copy book with full color illustrations. There are a total of 13 pages in each of these stories. In order to appropriately complement Mary Howitt's original text, we tried to make sure that these two stories were equal yet contrasting. To accomplish this in a visual way, we decided to make this a flip book. After reading one of these stories, you can simply flip the book over and start the other contrasting story. Second, we are also producing an interactive app. We will start by focusing on the Apple market, and depending on the amount we raise, we will also expand to the Android market. Now let's talk about the app. Because the hard copy version will be a flip book, we have customized our app to mimic this feature. With the touch of a button, the reader can flip between stories to compare their differences. One really great feature about the app is that it will be narrated by the author of The Lion and the Lamb. Finally, one of the features I think that all the kids will really love is the ability to color the pages of the stories and then use those colored pages in the stories themselves.
We've already hired a developer to start the process, but our funds are limited, and in order to include all of the intended interactive features in this app, we need your help. So what's in it for you? We have planned some wonderful rewards for all of those who contribute. To see a list, please see the pledge section of our campaign. Now, once again, we want to thank you for giving us this opportunity, and we look forward to having our product in your hands.